Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for joining us. We begin the show with the inauguration. County Executive Ike Leggett joined council members for the inaugural ceremony at Richard Montgomery High School this week. As Lorna Virgili tells us, during his inaugural address, the county executive unveiled a 6-point economic plan to move the county forward.
County Executive Isaiah Leggett took the oath of office accompanied by his wife, Catherine. Entering his third term as Montgomery County Executive, Leggett delivered a speech that recounted some of the fiscal challenges of the last 8 years and announced that his top priority for the next 4 will be economic development.
I pledge to you today that I will do all that I can to continue our journey and lead this outstanding community to even greater heights as we enter into a new phase on our quest to make this an even more attractive place for people and businesses.
Leggett announced 6 new initiatives to foster economic growth. First, the MOVE program, an investment of $30 million to bring companies to available office space in the county. The MC Squared program, which will include mentorship to savvy tech young entrepreneurs.
We are going to take a much more forceful role as a county to sort of nurture those firms, help them get the capital they need and contacting the capital ventures that are out there.
Creating an independent transit authority.
This is to go to the state to say, listen, if you're not prepared to fund our transit system, give us the authority, the resources to the degree that we could get them, some investments from you as well, but give us the authority so that we can do it on our own.
Streamlining the development process to 30 days.
This is ambitious for us, but the rest of the world is moving along those lines. They have a one-stop shop, go in one time, everybody's together, and you get it all done quickly.
Launch Ultra Montgomery, a high-speed fiber network, and support Montgomery Workforce Coalition with the creation of additional vocational programs in the county. In Rockville, for County Report This Week, I'm Lorna Virgili.
Every 4 years, Montgomery County swears in a new county council as well. This year, the 18th council was officially inaugurated. Though 7 council members are back for another 4 years, there are 2 new members who are ready to serve. Susan Kennedy reports.
According to the Constitution,
9 members were sworn into new 4-year terms on the County Council as part of this year's inauguration ceremony. 7 incumbents will return to the council, and new on the dais, Sydney Katz and Tom Hucker, who both say they are looking forward to the challenge.
We're really looking forward to getting our hands dirty.
This is my last act as council president.
On his last day as council president, Craig Rice praised his colleagues for their hard work and dedication in crafting policies that have improved the quality of life here. He also stressed the importance of working together to continue that quest.
That if the county is to stay on track as the economic and educational engine of this state, we must confront the challenges, and we also must embrace the opportunities that we have before us together.
Dozens of officials were on hand for the day's ceremonies, including former councilmember Phil Andrews, who was praised by both the executive and councilmember Rice for his years of service.
And Mr. Hans Riemer.
And of course, this day gives way for many a proud moment. Did you always think this would be something he would do when he grew up?
well, he was a pretty wonderful kid, so of course.
The new council will hold its first official meeting this week. Council members Hucker and Katz say their prior legislative experience will no doubt help them in their new jobs.
People don't realize so much of Montgomery County's budget comes from the state. We have to have very good relationships, and not only with our delegation, but with the state leadership in the governor's office, as well as in other jurisdictions all over the state. So it's very important. I'm going to be trying to pull in my colleagues and get all the resources we need for Montgomery County.
As a mayor, you have an area, you have a municipality. This is all of Montgomery County, though we each have districts, and we're looking forward to doing the constituent service and all those things necessary to make certain everybody's quality of life remains as high as it possibly can. But we know that we're also working for all of Montgomery County, so we need to work together to make certain that Montgomery County stays the great place that it truly is.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
The County Council also elected new officers this week. George Leventhal takes over for Craig Rice to lead the council as president this next year. And Nancy Florine was selected as the council's new vice president. Both say they want to prioritize job growth and business development here in Montgomery County.
I think it's all about effectiveness and customer service. We are glad to have employers in this county, and we want to deliver services in a way that doesn't chew up too much time, that indicates that we value their time. It's just basic courtesy.
I think we're collectively in agreement that we're going to prioritize these initiatives. County Executive has made some recommendations. We're certainly going to keep a close eye on what we can do in our departments in order to ensure that jobs and opportunity are going to continue to be positive options for our residents.
The revitalization of Wheaton is scheduled to break ground in the fall of 2016 as the county has approved and funded the redevelopment of the Wheaton Triangle. However, it is expected that over 100 businesses may be financially impacted during the construction process. Councilmember Nancy Navarro sponsored legislation that will grant funding for technical and financial assistance to healthy businesses that may lose revenues due to construction. But before the businesses receive any funding, they have to demonstrate that they have healthy and sustainable enterprise. To assess that, the county has partnered with the SBDC, the state's Small Business Development Corporation.
The first step in this whole process is for businesses to participate in the assessment process. And one part of that is certainly financial. We need to see what the order of magnitude here is in terms of the amount of volumes that's at risk that might be disrupted by the construction.
All businesses near the Wheaton Triangle are encouraged to contact the SBDC at 301-209-2126 as the assessment process begins in just a few weeks. It's the busiest time of the year, and officials are hoping you will shop small this holiday season. My MC Media's Alini Barros reports.
The holiday season is in full swing, and to kick off the holiday shopping, Maria Contreras Sweet, the administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration, visited Americana grocery store in Silver Spring to launch the National Shop Small campaign.
We picked a community grocery store because we thought that it was so important to remind Americans all across the country that when we think of small businesses come in so many different forms.
According to Contreras Sweet, the SBA directs 23% of the federal spending to invest in local businesses, money that was able to help Joe Rodriguez more than 30 years ago. Rodriguez received a $100,000 loan from SBA to launch the family's first grocery store.
It's my firm belief that in this country, opportunities like low fruit, that you can pick it off the tree. So all you have to do is basically work hard and try and get it.
The good thing about all of these services is that you can sit down one-on-one with any of these professionals and get business advice and coaching for no fee. It's a free service to entrepreneurs and small business owners.
And the U.S. Small Businesses Administration is encouraging people to shop small this holiday season to support places like this Silver Spring grocery store, which employs more than 35 people.
According to this county official, there are 33,000 local businesses in Montgomery County, employing up to 15 people or more.
We want to get our businesses to grow, to stay in Montgomery County, and to increase in employees.
What it shows is that when you work together, everyone can succeed. And here we have an example of a great local business.
For more information about starting a small business, visit the SBA website. For County Report this week, I'm Alini Barros.
Coming up on County Report this week, a meeting to discuss the impact of the Ebola virus on travel in our area. And we'll talk to County Executive Isaiah Leggett about his recent economic development trip to India. Stay with us. County Report this week is coming right back.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. County Executive Ike Leggett recently returned from a 10-day trip to India. The executive led a delegation of business people that visited 7 cities. In the city of Hyderabad, the executive signed a sister city agreement, making that city the latest in a series of Montgomery County sister cities. The group also participated in a 2-day India-U.S. Technology Summit that involved life sciences, cybersecurity, and information security. According to Mr. Leggett, the trip was a bit exhausting, but it brought a wealth of alliances for the county.
Because we had an opportunity to expand the band of Montgomery County and first establish the sister city relationship of Hyderabad, which is an economic engine that in and of itself in India in terms of technology, and also building on some biotechnology opportunities that we have with firms that are working either here in Montgomery County or expanding in India or vice versa.
A town hall meeting about the Ebola virus was recently held in Silver Spring. MyMC Media's Alini Balros reports.
At the Silver Spring Town Hall meeting, county officials and medical experts talked about Ebola-related stigma and how people can help in fighting against the disease. But will Ebola affect holiday travel plans?
If you are going to return to either Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, or now even Mali, that you need to be aware that you don't want to come in contact with somebody who is visibly sick. They do need to be aware that when they come back, they will have to be actively monitored for 21 days.
According to this county official, there are no restrictions for people to travel to countries impacted by the Ebola virus. Family members, however, are saying don't come.
Now, what we've seen, though, is many of the family members who are wanting to travel, and when they call their family members in these affected countries, they're saying don't come. Just send the resources so that we can take care of ourselves.
Some of these resources are bleach and medical supplies, and they're being collected right here in Silver Spring.
Today we made a shipment through the Sierra Leonean Embassy for Ebola relief. We had about 31 boxes.
This county resident has relatives working in the medical field in West Africa. She agrees that education is necessary.
So it's important to continue the conversation, to educate ourselves. I mean, not everyone is from Guinea, Liberia, or other countries affected by Ebola.
At the Centers for Disease Control website, travelers can find travel guidelines on each of the countries affected by Ebola. For County Report This Week, I'm Alini Barros.
It's that time of the year when the weather is getting colder and some area residents may be using space heaters at work or at home to keep warm. Fire and Rescue spokesperson Pete Parenter tells us it's important to give space heaters space.
Good rule of thumb for space heaters, just give the space heater space. There's a couple of different appliances that you have, either the fuel burning type or electric. Certainly you want to keep it away from any kind of combustible material, curtains, keep it out of the electric heaters, out of the bathrooms. Never want to run these heaters while you're sleeping at nighttime. You know, couches, you know, other things that might catch on fire, newspapers, magazines, things like that. So they are potentially dangerous, but if you follow the instructions, again, create that safe area around them, you can use them safely. There's all kinds of alternative heating sources, fireplaces and heaters and furnaces and boilers and, you know, space heaters, but if you create that circle of safety and follow the manufacturer's instructions, you can have a safe and warm holiday season.
With winter around the corner, we want to remind you about the county law that requires sidewalks to be clear of snow and ice within 24 hours following a snowstorm.
We've had a snow shoveling law on the books for many years, and what we encourage residents to do is to be a good neighbor. Every county property owner is required to shovel their walks within 24 hours of the end of a snowfall. And so that's residential, it's commercial, it's multifamily, everyone. And we ask them to do that because it improves safety for everyone. We don't want people walking in the street, especially school children when they go back to school. And so we ask that everyone really get out there, help their community, help their neighbors by shoveling their walks. If you need assistance in shoveling, just call the county's 311 system. Call 311, and they have a list of people who can help to get your walk shoveled if you can't do it yourself.
For more information, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/safe sidewalks. Also, take the time during inclement weather and its aftermath to check up on older adults and vulnerable people who live near you, especially those who live alone. Working together, Montgomery County can stay safe and warm this winter.
The county really wants to encourage people to be good neighbors, not only when they shovel the snow, but just to check on your neighbors and make sure that anyone who's disabled or elderly, maybe they need help during the storm, they need medication, they need a run to the grocery store, there may be whatever, something that's going on. If you know that someone lives alone, check on them during the storm and make sure that everything's okay. And it's a good neighborly thing to do, and Montgomery County is a great county to live in because we all do care about each other, and this is another way to show that you care about your neighbors.
The Holiday Season Task Force is patrolling area roads, and joining us with more details about this operation is Captain Tom Didone from the Montgomery County Police Department. Captain, what can you tell us about this task force?
This year in Montgomery County, we are implementing a holiday DWI task force where police officers from Montgomery County and our municipal agencies will be working together to identify and apprehend drunk drivers and underage drinking. As you know, this time of the year, people become celebrating with the holidays and they make bad decisions. Those bad decisions lead to death and serious injury for county residents. So the police department is stepping up this year in bringing extra officers out on the roadway to hunt for the drunk driver and underage drinker and arrest them and keep our roadways safe.
Thank you, Captain. Coming up on County Report this week, there were several styles of dance on display at the MCPS Latin Dance Competition at the Strathmore. And they were dancing for the arts at the Executive Ball. Plus, we'll meet a Rockville resident who has taken up the art of fencing. Don't go away. County Report this week is coming right back.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Sonia Burke. The annual MCPS Latin Dance Competition was recently held at the Music Center at Strathmore. Dozens of energetic dancers took the stage to compete in both couple and team categories. MCPS TV has the story.
After months of practicing steps and routines, more than 100 MCPS students participated in the 15th annual Latin Dance Competition on Monday, November 24th. The event was held before a packed house at the Music Center at Strathmore. The MCPS Latin Dance Competition is sponsored by the After School Dance Fund, whose mission is to build strong Latin dance clubs in MCPS and also supports the academic and social-emotional success of students.
The mission of the After School Dance Fund is to promote health, exercise, cultural diversity, and unity through Latin dance education. This event is very special for the Latin community because it celebrates our culture.
Salsa, cha-cha, merengue, and bachata are just some of the exciting styles of Latin dances on display during the event.
The students have been working for quite some time. This is a program that runs all year long. They perform around the community. It really is something that takes a lot more time than just a couple weeks before competition.
It's a way to communicate yourself. It's a way to like express your emotions. If you're feeling happy, you're gonna always show it through your dance.
Hundreds of students, parents, and community members cheered for their favorite dance teams and celebrated Latino heritage.
It helps the students because it gives them a sense of responsibility to be teammates and to work together to make things better.
I think the Latin Club benefits the students in a way that it gives them a goal, it gives them something to achieve and a very tangible goal.
Being part in the team has helped me with teamwork, to learn how to work and express myself and work with partners.
Albert Einstein High School won Best of Show, but all the dancers were declared winners because of their hard work, upbeat attitude, and their dedication to Latin dancing.
What I like about being part of this team is that how we help each other. We're like brother and sisters.
This team is not just a team to me. It's actual family.
Dancing was certainly on the agenda at the County Executives Ball, which was held on December 1st at the Bethesda North Marriott. This annual event benefits the arts and humanities of Montgomery County.
Well, this is an exciting 4 years. We look forward to it. It's wonderful to be here in support of the arts. It's a thing that I think really uplifts our community and helps us financially. So I'm delighted to kick off another 4 years and a benefit for the arts, and hope to have a lot of good time here tonight with wonderful people.
In addition to dancing, there was a silent auction and a car raffle. All funds raised from this event support arts education programs in Montgomery County. Castilla McNamara took up fencing in 2007. Now, 7 years later, she is the captain of the Rocking Geriatrics, a one-of-a-kind three-weapon fencing team. Rockville 11's Rosie Snowdy reports.
Fence with a point, or you can cut.
After a doctor's diagnosis of osteoporosis, Castilla McNamara of Rockville took up fencing, and it gave her the inspiration to do something as a way to strengthen her bones, but also fuel her competitive spirit.
I saw fencing listed on the Rockville, the city recreational book. So that's how I learned about fencing. And I started with beginners class. Once a week I came and I finished, I think that was 11-week course for the summer. I finished that and I went into intermediate, and that was just the beginning of everything.
6 months after starting a beginner's course, Castilla happened to be in the right place at the right time.
It was December. This club had a tournament, and they needed one more fencer, one warm body to make this magic 15. So they needed 15 people. I happened to walk in and, well, do you have your gear? We need one more person. Well, I do have my gear in my car. That was my first tournament, and that was fun. I couldn't win, but that was fun.
Recently, Castilla and her team, the Rocking Geriatrics, traveled to Curacao in the Caribbean and came back with 15 medals in all 3 events: foil, épée, and saber.
And then we had a team event on top of it. So the first day, that was foil, so we all did individual foils. So I competed and they competed. And after that, we all got together and did the team event on the same day. We were there from 7 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. We were tired. We did well, but we were exhausted.
Her energy is contagious, as evidenced in her victory shout.
Yeah!
For County Report this week, I'm Rosie Snowdy.
When we come back, we'll recap the fall sports season at Montgomery College. And the Winter Lights Festival returns to Gaithersburg. Stay with us. County Report this week is coming right back.
The Montgomery College men's soccer team just finished a terrific season. The Raptors went 19-3-1, claimed their 3rd straight Region 20 and Maryland JUCO titles, and finished 5th in the country at the just completed National Championship Tournament, where Raptors forward Jonathan Barron was named to the All-National Tournament team. Now is the perfect time to register for winter session and spring semester classes at Montgomery College. Choose courses from more than 130 majors and programs offered at our campus locations and online. Register today online or at any of our 3 campuses. With the winter weather upon us, don't forget to sign up for MC Alert. Receive college closing, delay, and emergency information via text message and email. The service also sends important information about Montgomery County weather and traffic events.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. The fall sports season has just wrapped up at Montgomery College, and MCTV's Michael Brown has all the results.
It was quite a fall season for MC Sports as all 3 teams in action battle for regional titles and a chance to advance to nationals. The men's soccer team returned just 5 players from last year's squad and faced maybe the toughest schedule in the country, so their uneven start wasn't a shock. But all of a sudden they came together and reeled off 12 straight wins while recording 8 shutouts and scoring 78 goals. And after clinching their 3rd straight Maryland JUCO title, they entered the Region 20 tournament as the #1 seed. In round 1, they wiped out Oxford College 8-0. In round 2, Howard took them to OT, but a Gabe Nadai goal sent the Raptors to the finals against Anne Arundel. And in that one, goals by Rafael Picano and Johnny Barron sent the Raptors back to the NJCAA National Championships. In the first round, they battled a terrible snowstorm and a physical Cayuga College team and came out on the short end 2-1. But they bounced back in the second round to beat a very talented Bunker Hill team 4-1 as Picano netted 2 and Barron and Brandon McCoy 1 each. That win meant the 19-3-1 Raptors would end the season as the #5 team in the country. MC Volleyball also faced a lot of challenges this year. As the defending Region 20 champs, they had a bullseye on their back, and they battled injuries and illness and were under 500 after 13 matches. But stars Hiromi Konishi and Christy Mempin came back from injury, team chemistry improved, and the Raptors took 9 of their last 11 heading into the postseason. In the regionals, they defended their title with a win over Butler, but ultimately fell 1 step short of nationals when they lost to Lorraine in the district finals. And women's soccer dug their way out of an early hole to make the regional finals. In the first round, they knocked off Potomac State as Anna Cordon netted 2. In the second round, they faced the nation's #2 team, Howard, and the Raptors shocked everyone, pulling off a stunning upset on the strength of their defense and another goal by Cordon. Unfortunately, Anne Arundel deprived them of a trip to nationals with a 2-0 win in the finals. So the tally for the fall, men's soccer, #5 team in the country, 2 regional crowns, and a regional runner-up. For County Report This Week from Montgomery College, I'm Michael Brown.
The Winter Lights Festival is now open nightly through December 31st at Seneca Creek State Park in Gaithersburg. The 3.5-mile drive takes you past more than 365 illuminated displays that light up the night. Themed areas include Winter Woods, Teddy Bear Land, Victorian Village, the North Pole, and there's more. The park is located at 11950 Clopper Road. For admission fees and hours of operation, visit the City of Gaithersburg's website. We should also note that the festival is closed on December 25th for Christmas. Now it's time to meet our pet of the week. Here's Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society. Kathy?
This handsome guy that I'm with right now is Johnny. He is a 2-year-old neutered beagle, very, very high energy, but he does calm down very well once he's settled in, and he loves to just lay next to you and cuddle up next to you, but he also loves long, long walks. So if you're looking for a reason to get out, come down and meet Johnny at the dog shelter here in Rockville. Give us a call at 240-252-2555 or visit Johnny on the web at mchumane.org.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. And now we leave you with some seasonal scenes from the city of Rockville, where holiday decor is decking the halls for jolly shoppers at the popular town square. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for watching.